Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and in this video we're looking at Snowflake versus Snowflake. I don't know if you would necessarily be in the market for both of these watches at the same time, but since I have this watch in and I am fortunate enough to own this watch, figured I would do a little quick video here to compare the two of these. Well, really just looking at the dials. It's funny, I don't wear this watch all that often, and every time I pick it up, it is so light, it just kind of throws me for a loop, especially with the weight of this watch. It almost feels like it's half the weight, but it's probably not. It's probably about 2/3 the weight of this watch. But anyway, grade 5 titanium versus 316L stainless steel. This watch is 12.2 millimeter thick, and this one is just about the same thickness, if not a little bit thicker. But actually, let me get both of these on wrist, and then we can zoom in on the dials. We'll not be looking at the lume because this watch does not have lume. So if you're into lume, Borealis definitely wins over the Grand Seiko. I believe MSRP on this watch is $5,800. This one is $450, so less than 10% the cost for a Snowflake dial. So here's this watch on my 6.5-inch wrist. Might be a little big, might not, I don't know, personal preference, but I really wanted this watch. I wanted this watch for many years. Ever since it came out, I wanted this watch. So won't let it, being a little bit large, won't let that hold me back from owning it. So I have a 6.5-inch wrist, 52 millimeter wristband. I think lug to lug on this is 51 or 52. So let me zoom out. There we go. If you have not seen a spring drive movement in person, go to a Grand Seiko AD and check them out. That second-hand sweep is just mesmerizing. You don't see it ticking at all. I wish I could do some better videography and do this watch some justice. But I like how you can see the mirror image and the indices of that second hand sweeping around, also on the handset. Anyway, let's set this to the side and we'll take a look at the Borealis Adraga with the Snowflake dial. Here, let me get this on wrist. And then I will try my best to zoom in on both of these dials together to show you a difference. So this one, 47.4, 39 case diameter. So probably has a little bit better of a fit for my wrist. And the second hand on this is sweeping at 8 beats per second. The Miyota 90 S5 movement. Well, this one actually has a 9015, but essentially the same thing, just date versus no date. Okay, let's zoom in here. See if we can look at both of these dials side by side. I don't know what you're able to see on your end there. The Borealis is definitely more textured. When the Grand Seiko Snowflake first came out, I don't believe there was any other watches with a textured dial quite like this. Now there are a few watches now that have these Snowflake dials. I know Borealis has it. I have an Alexander James watch that has a Snowflake dial. There may be some others as well. If you know of any others, please put it in the comments. I'd like to hear about it. Maybe get my hands on one of those watches as well. So let me just hold this one up to the camera, and then we'll go back to the Grand Seiko again. The SBGA211 Grand Seiko. So yeah, this definitely has more texture to it. And it's a silver dial versus the white or off-white dial on the Grand Seiko. So yeah, even though it's 8 beats per second, you still can see it ticking. And compare that to the spring drive second hand. I like that that second hand is blued as well. Yeah, this such a great watch, really is. Can't even imagine the hours spent on polishing these indices and creating this dial. I had many times considered selling this watch. I don't know if I will, but anyway, hopefully the dial is coming across on your end. I think I really need better lighting. So anyway, just a quick, short little video here looking at these two watches, since they are both called the Snowflake. All right, I think that will conclude today's video. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Like the video and leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on either of these watches. I know this one does have 20mm lugs, and so does this. Some other Grand Seikos have 19mm. Rolex does have some 19mm as well. But anyway, getting off track. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for watching. And I'll catch you on the next video. Oh yeah, I did not show you the case back. That's almost as beautiful as the front. So hopefully you stuck around. I prematurely attempted to end the video here. Yeah, you can see the gear just spinning away in there. Both of them, actually. It's kind of funny seeing that as compared to mechanical movement. This is essentially it's kind of similar to a kinetic movement, the Seiko kinetic movement. It's a quartz movement powered by the rotor there. So, yeah, very nice. All right, that will conclude the video. Talk to you guys soon.